October, we have brought Lily out for a walk because we only have Lily now, and Lulu couldn't do long walks. She hasn't been able to do really long walks for a while. The last time we brought Lulu here, I ended up having to carry her. So Lulu decided it was time to rest on Thursday the 3rd of October. I have footage of her that morning. I probably will upload it once I'm able to look at it. Rico's just thrown the ball there for Lily. She's there. She doesn't know where it went. So, yeah. Needless to say, I have been absolutely heartbroken. Really heartbroken. I don't know if it's all made worse because I lost my mum 9 months ago. It was actually 9 months to the day of losing Lily. Oh my god, losing Lulu. Lulu went on the 3rd of October. My mum went on the 3rd of January of this year. So it's been a great year. Keep trying to be positive. I know time's a great healer. I know this pain that I'm feeling will ease. Of course, I know that from my mum, from my dad, but I honestly didn't expect it to be this bad. I just didn't. It's really hit me terribly to the point I hate staying in the house myself. I'm having anxiety attacks. When Rico leaves, I get really quite anxious, and yeah, I get really quite anxious. So I don't like being in the house myself. It could be because I'm always used to having her beside me. She was always beside me. I didn't actually realise how much she was until now that she's not with me. She was always at my feet. Just lately, because she was a wee bit all over the place, but to even trip over her. But yeah, if I went upstairs, she was upstairs. But down, anywhere I was, she would be. She wasn't a cuddly dog. She wasn't a dog that she liked held all the time. She would allow you to hold her for a wee while, then want her own space, but always beside me. Come on, come on. On Wednesday, Lulu decided she wasn't going to take water. She had been taking water up until Wednesday the 2nd. She had stopped feeding pretty much from the day we arrived back from Milton Keynes, and we took her to the vets. One day I sat in the bed and I cried and I pleaded with her to eat, and she just ate out the palm of my hand. And she did that the next morning. She ate something out of her bowl the next morning again. But that was it. And then after that I just spoon fed her for the next 2 weeks. Literally spoon fed her. Ordered her special pouches for renal pouches, and if you've been watching my vlogs you'll know all that, because you know I've vlogged all of that. So when I initially spoke to the vet as to how long, she said to me not long, months, but I knew. I said to Rico a couple of days. After watching her, I said she's got days. She's literally got days. Anyway, so this kind of continued. When we took her out for a walk, you know, there was certain points of the walk she wanted out the pram, she would let you know, and that made us so happy. You know, if she couldn't do it, she wouldn't have done it. So So the Wednesday, she wouldn't eat, she wouldn't take water, and when we took her for a walk that night, she only took a couple of steps. She asked for out the pram, took a couple of steps, and really didn't have the energy, and she didn't pee, and my heart sank, and I knew at that point. So I got up in the morning, I woke up crying. I've been crying since I found out. I haven't stopped, hence why I look like this. So woke up on the Wednesday, and she wasn't good. I left her at home with Rico, I went to the gym, I came back in, and you will have seen on my last vlog what she looked like. And I started again with this anxiety. I didn't want left at home with her. I didn't want to see her dying. I really didn't want to see her dying. Although she was slowly, I could see she was slowly going. She was limp. I phoned Kelly. Kelly saw her and couldn't even talk to me, burst out crying, put the phone down on me. I phoned Ruth. Ruth said, I'll be round, I'm just cleaning up some dog poo that's gone all over the house. She managed to step in dog poo, and I couldn't, the anxiety overtook me, and I jumped into the car and went to the gym. When I came back from the gym, she was at the back door. So I lifted her, I took her outside just in case she wanted to do the toilet. She couldn't even stand. So I took her back in. I went upstairs to shower after the gym. Took her, I put her on my bed. But she was heavy breathing. Oh my goodness, the colour of Lily. How are we going to clean her? Oh, she's enjoying it. So when I went upstairs, I would take her upstairs. When I went downstairs, I would take her downstairs. Probably it's the last thing I should have done. She probably just wanted to rest. Most of the time I was lying in the bed with her, cuddling her. She didn't really want that either. She would get up and move away at one point. She stood up, she looked at me, and put her paw on me, and went to the other side of the bed. And I said, do you just want me to leave you alone, honey? Baby girl, do you just want left alone? And I think she just wanted left alone. And you've just seen from previous footage that she tried to go to the corner of the garden. She was digging to hide. Again, when I brought her back in, she went back out, went under the trees, hid under the trees, and just lay under the trees. So I really think she wanted left alone. So had my shower and all that, and I had an appointment for the hairdressers, and Ruth came round, and I had also phoned the vet that day to, I don't even know why. I phoned the vet and I said, look, she's not peeing, she's not eating. We had a conversation. I said, I don't want to bring her down because I don't want to put her down. And she said, don't worry, just bring her down, we'll just check her. We can't put her down without your permission, blah blah. And I made an appointment, I just wanted to make sure she wasn't in any pain. So I made an appointment for the next day. The vet said, let's make the appointment, and you could always cancel it. Looking back now, I think the vet knew from what I had described. So Ruth came, and I said to Ruth, I'm going to lift her off my bed. I don't want to leave her on my bed. I'm going to take her downstairs in the hallway, just in case she tries to jump off the bed and hurt herself. So she was very limp at this point. As I lifted her, her head dropped, but she was still breathing, and I took her downstairs and I laid her down in her basket, and Ruth and I just stood and we looked at her, and we just looked, and
Head up, Ali.
That's probably
Come here. Right, so
kind of said goodbye and out we went. And then when I came back, as soon as I opened the door, I looked at her, I had the right. As soon as I opened the door, I looked at Lily. Lily was sitting at the stairs. I looked at Lulu. As soon as I opened the door, I looked at Lulu. And she hadn't moved at all from the position I had left her in at all. And I knew at that point, and I looked at Lily, and Lily jumped down the stairs at that point as I walked in and went over to Lulu, started sniffing at Lulu. I looked at Lulu, could see she had stopped breathing. I went to pick her up. As I picked her up, all her urine started coming away from her, and I phoned Rico, and Rico came home, and George came over, and I said my final goodbyes. But I'd been saying goodbye to her since I found out, telling her everything, how much I loved her. All day when I was at home with her, I kept telling her how much I loved her. And then Rico and George took her away to the crematorium. When I got home, Lulu was still warm. By the time they took her away, she started cooling down, and that's it. At this point in time, we're waiting to bring her home. I chose to get her cremated herself. We chose a little box for her, but her name will be engraved on the box, and she'll be coming home. And those were my Lulu's final hours, and I'm heartbroken, just heartbroken.